Picture this, a leopard, dead still, draped over a fever tree branch like the night's own shadow. One wrong step from an impala calf and bam, gravity takes over, for a heartbeat. The whole savannah forgets to breathe. That's the thing about the top of the food chain. No. Rare freeze, no timeouts, just kings and queens making the rules. Orcas burst from black water. Wolves thread through pine dark silence. Polar bears prowl the very edge of the map. We call them apex predators, but apex sells them short. They're not just endings. They're architects, quietly sketching the blueprint of the planet we walk on. Let's meet the foreman. The lion, king of the grassland engine. A lioness can rocket from 0 to 50 in 7 strides. Impressive. Sure, but the real magic runs on math. One Masai Mara pride averages a zebra every day and a half. Yanked the lions out of that equation. And the herbivore head count doubles in 6 short months. What happens next? A dust bowl where grassland used to be, complete with erosion scars that last longer than most marriages. Lions aren't mindless thugs. They're curators with teeth. They pick off the slow, the sick, the unlucky. Which keeps the herd sharp and the grass tall. Tall grass hides ground-nesting birds, fuels grasshoppers, and voila, whole food webs keep humming. In drudges the contrast is brutal. Fenced plots without lions lose up to 40% more plant life. Turns out king of beasts is also king of keeping the lights on. The orca, ocean's wolf pack. Orcas travel in matriarchal pods where grandma still calls the shots at 90, off Argentina. One family has mastered the suicidal art of beaching themselves to snack sea lion pup siege calf. Spends 6 grades learning the move. An adult orca needs 3 to 4% of its weight daily. Multiply that across the Southern Ocean, and you're looking at 700,000 tons of seafood, roughly the mass of Iceland's entire population. Sounds like carnage. But it keeps seal numbers from nuking the kelp forests. Kelp shelters baby fish, locks away carbon, and cushions coastlines against winter storms. One pod, one ripple, entire seascapes rearranged. The grey wolf, architect of the forest, 70 years without wolves turned Yellowstone into an elk salad bar, riverbanks chewed to nubs, beavers gone, trout gasping in the heat. Bring the wolves back and the script flips. Elk didn't just get eaten. They got smart, stick to the ridges, skip the open valleys. And hey presto, aspens and willows burst upward. Beavers return, dam rivers, and suddenly you've got wetlands teeming with birds. Bird diversity up 50%. Soils richer. Even the nitrogen cycle rebooted. Scientists call it a trophic cascade. The rest of us call it wolves hitting Command Z on decades of bad decisions. The polar bear, keeper of the ice clock. Polar bears own the Arctic menu, but half the year they're fasting couch potatoes. When the sea ice forms, it's seal buffet time. One bear can hoover 8 ringed seals in a week. The leftovers. A catered feast for foxes, gulls, and the weird bacterial glop that jumpstarts spring algae blooms. Lose the bears and seal populations can triple. Fish stocks crash, and the nutrient pulse that once fertilized the Arctic just fizzles out, in a place where productivity is measured in grams. Every carcass is a multivitamin for the entire ocean. The great white shark, ocean's immune system. Great whites cruise at a leisurely 2 knots until they rocket past 30 in the strike zone, round South Africa's seal island. Over half the kills happen in the 2 golden hours after sunrise. That predictable danger keeps seal colonies disciplined, prevents them from vacuuming up local fish, which keeps jellyfish from staging coups. Healthy fish herds mean happy plankton, which means the ocean keeps breathing. Lose the sharks and jellyfish blooms smother fisheries in under a decade. Think of the white shark as the planet's immune cell. Silent patrols, ruthless cleanup. Human footprint and the balance sheet. Apex predators hit the lottery for traits humans hate. They breathe slowly, wander widely, and need room service on a continental scale. Result: less than 5% of original lion range remains. We could lose 2/3 of polar bears by 2050 if the ice keeps ghosting us. The bill comes due faster than we think. Wolf removal in the western US. Let coyotes explode, pronghorn fawns dropped. Red foxes vanished, same old unraveling thread. Every missing apex leaves a hole not just in the landscape, but in the services we swipe for free. Clean water, stable coastlines, fish that still taste like fish. Lose them, and we're not just poor, we're next in line. If stories like this make your brain sizzle, mash subscribe and ring the bell. More secret architects of Earth coming your way. Got a predator you're dying to meet? Drop the name in the comments. The rulers still have chapters left to write, from an orca's silent breach to a lone wolf's howl. Slicing the night, these creatures are more than killers, they're tomorrow's engineers. Remove them and the scaffolding wobbles faster than any model wand. Protect them, and we keep the rich, chaotic, generous planet that gave rise to us in the first place. The true rulers aren't just at the top of the food chain. They're the links that hold it together. Guard them, and we're really guarding ourselves.